During the summer of 2010, 10 students and 2 faculty members from the University of Missouri-Columbia's College of Veterinary Medicine went halfway around the world for the experience of a lifetime. Using a combination of fundraiser projects and their own funds, they journeyed to South Africa with the assistance of Worldwide Experience, a company that specializes in conservation projects. Their hosts were Addo Elephant-Back Safari, Kwandwe Private Game Reserve, and Plettenberg Bay Game Reserve. South African veterinarians Brendan Tyndall and Peter Caldwell acted as the group's guides, instructors, and mentors throughout their stay. After arriving at Addo, the group met with Drs. Tyndall and Caldwell and were on their way to Kwandwe. Over a 3-day stay there, they helped treat and test wildlife, including Cape buffalo, elands, and rhinos for various diseases.
Look how cool that is. Look at them jumping there. They'll all jump in the same place.
They also readied animals for transport to other reserves.
Excuse me.
The trip highlight for the students came on the second day at Kwandwe. A male lion needed treatment for fight wounds, and a lioness needed to be spayed for health and conservation reasons. The group split into 2 teams. After both lions were located, darted, and anesthetized, one team inspected and treated the male lion's wounds in the field, reversed the anesthesia, and headed to help with the spay. The other team transported the female lion back to a makeshift surgical suite in the reserve's garage. The veterinarians used large animal field medicine techniques to keep the workspace as sterile as possible. There were a few complications. They quickly realized that the Pride had made a kill that day, and the lioness's stomach, bloated with food, needed to be decompressed. And adhesions resulting from a prior failure at tubal ligation and from numerous transmitters that had been implanted into her abdomen prevented the doctors from easily, adequately visualizing her uterus and ovaries. They decided that they would have to place a hormonal implant that would prevent her from cycling. They performed a secure 3-layer closure and returned her to her Pride. The students moved on to Plettenberg, where they helped ready golden wildebeest for transport to another reserve. Each of these wildebeests is worth approximately $50,000 US. The last one of the day led them on a merry chase after being darted. As the anesthetic took effect, she entered a pond. Dr. Tyndall was ready for this possibility and nearly went into the water after her. Luckily, she came out the other side of the pond before going down. The group's downtime included elephant rides, bungee jumping, whale watching, skydiving, zip lining, and visiting a children's orphanage. South Africa's beauty, culture, and hospitality made a lasting impression on the group. Many of the students say they will be back to Africa. As one of the students, Josiah Sanabria Noriega, pointed out, it was not just the veterinary experience they took home with them. Noriega says the trip changed his life and his career.
All my life I saw myself living and working here in the States, but the new aspect that I bring into my life is that I'm willing to work in a different country, especially South Africa. It will probably change my future in a very big way.
A different group of students is returning to South Africa this year, and the college plans to make this an annual trip.